On April 14, 1943, U.S. naval intelligence officers intercepted a decrypted message containing plans for an inspection tour of Imperial Japanese forces stationed throughout the Solomon Islands. The decoded plans revealed a detailed itinerary for the trip, including departure and arrival times, escort assignments, and, most importantly, the names of the officers who would be aboard. One name in particular stood out to U.S. Navy cryptographers: Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, the architect of the attack on Pearl Harbor. The opportunity to eliminate one of the most experienced and well-respected leaders of the Imperial Japanese military could not be wasted. Upon hearing about the intercepted plans, American President Franklin Delano Roosevelt reportedly gave a simple order to Navy Secretary Frank Knox: get Yamamoto. American leaders immediately began to plan an interception mission codenamed Operation Vengeance. The 339th Fighter Squadron of the U.S. Army Air Corps' 347th Fighter Group was given the assignment, one that bordered on the impossible. The 339th Squadron Commander, Major John Mitchell, drew up the daunting flight plan. To achieve success, his pilots would have to fly nearly 600 miles with down-to-the-minute precision in order to head off Yamamoto's flight as it made the approach to Balale Island at precisely 9:35 a.m. To avoid detection from Japanese radar installations in the area, the group would have to fly at wave height and maintain radio silence for the duration of the 2-hour approach to the target area. There would be almost no room for error. The men of the 339th would rely on their Lockheed P-38G Lightnings to carry out the attack. The twin-engine Lightning was the only land-based fighter available that had the range to complete the nearly 1,000-mile round-trip flight. Special 330-gallon drop tanks had been hastily shipped in from New Guinea to provide extra fuel for each aircraft on the perilous journey. Miller's flight of 18 P-38s took off from Cookham Field at 7:25 a.m. on the morning of April 18th. 4 pilots were elected for the killer group, including Captain Thomas Lanphier, Lieutenant Rex Barber, Lieutenant Jim McLanahan, and Lieutenant Joe Moore. The remaining 14 pilots, including Major Mitchell, would serve as top cover and protect the killer group from Japanese fighters while the 4 men intercepted Yamamoto's aircraft. Bad luck struck the group from the very start. Lieutenant McLanahan's Lightning blew a tire on takeoff and never made it off the runway. Lieutenant Moore's external fuel tanks failed shortly after takeoff. Both men had to drop from the flight, and 2 new pilots stepped up into the killer group. Despite the bad start, Major Mitchell was able to successfully lead the group to the target area exactly as he had planned. At 9:34 a.m., exactly 1 minute ahead of schedule, the flight arrived over the target area. Only moments later, 2 Japanese G4M Bettys and 6 A6M-0s descended from the clouds. The Lightnings immediately pounced on the stunned enemy. Lieutenant Holmes, one of the replacements in the killer group, was initially unable to jettison his drop tanks and maneuvered to shake them free. Captain Lanphier banked towards the swarming escort Zeros, unleashing a hail of fire to pull them away from the transports. Lieutenant Barber rolled to intercept the Bettys and delivered a devastating burst of machine gun and cannon fire into the first bomber. The Betty twisted violently and plummeted into the jungle below. Barber spotted the second bomber attempting to evade fire from Lieutenant Holmes, who had finally managed to drop his tanks. Barber joined the attack, and the 2 pilots forced the Betty to crash into the sea. The first Betty downed by Barber had been carrying Admiral Yamamoto. The crash site would be discovered by Japanese forces on April 19th. Yamamoto had been killed before the aircraft hit the ground, struck by fire from Barber's attack. In a stunning blow to the Imperial Japanese leadership, one of their most gifted tacticians had been eliminated in what would go down in history as the longest fighter interception mission of World War II. Only 1 American pilot had been lost, Lieutenant Raymond Hine, having been shot down over the sea. In a testament to the durability of the P-38, Lieutenant Barber touched down safely on Cookham Field with 104 bullet holes in his aircraft. Major Mitchell and the 4 pilots of the killer flight, Lieutenant Barber, Captain Lanphier, Lieutenant Holmes, and Lieutenant Hine, were all awarded the Navy Cross for their actions on that fateful day. This model depicts Lieutenant Barber's P-38, White 147, as it would have appeared on the morning of April 18, 1943. The aircraft is Tamiya's Kit 61120. The pilot figure is from AutoCast, number 48205. Diorama accessories are from Bren Gun and Value Gear. Links for each are in the description below. I hope you've enjoyed this brief history of Operation Vengeance, the secret mission to intercept Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more scale modeling and historical content. Citations for all reference imagery are also in the description below. Thank you for watching. Until next time, cheers.